channel, make our family bigger.
Subscribe our channel, make our family bigger. Is it working, Cito?
Yeah.
Is it working? Yes, it's working. There you go. So this is the footprint of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So there you go, the first entrance you're going to see, picture of Jesus, peace be upon him, on a wall. Welcome to Istanbul, Turkey, or the new country name Turkiye. And today in this video, we're going to show you the top 6 famous mosques, masjids around the city of Istanbul. So with that said, my name is Ahmet and let's get started. Which mosque we're going to see today? So we're going to have 6 of them ready for you today. Camlica Mosque, which is where I'm standing right now, right behind me. This is the biggest mosque in entire Turkey, and it was only opened 2 years ago in 2022. The second place we're going to go to is Ortakoy Mosque, which is the most Instagram place for pictures. So we're going to go there. The next place we're going to go to is Sultan Eyup Mosque, which is known as the most religious place in Istanbul. So we're going to go there. After that, we're going to do Suleymaniye, which is very known. There's a TV show for Sultan Süleyman. That's his mosque. And we're going to wrap up with Blue Mosque and then Sophia, which is the old church that they conquered, the Ottoman Empire conquered from Constantinople, what it was called. And that's now it's a mosque. So we're going to go there. So that's the 6 that we have for agenda today. And that's the garden that takes you to the cafes. And it's a garden that goes just down the hill, so it's easy to walk down, very hard to walk up to. But a lot of folks will go to the cafes there, and the prices are very, very cheap. This mosque, masjid, has multiple doors to enter. Pretty much every side of the mosque you can enter. Now, one of the best things about this mosque, masjid here, of course, is the views. You get amazing panoramic view of the Istanbul from a top. You can see a good view of the first bridge. So amazing view of the Bosphorus. It's just massive in size. Now you can see they're doing a lot of development here, a lot of new construction apartments, buildings is being done here. So the capacity of this mosque, Camlica Mosque, where I'm standing, is 63,000 people that can pray inside at the same time, which is just amazing. Now here are some important tips for you. If you're going to do this itinerary, I recommend doing it on a Sunday. Sunday is the least amount of traffic on the road. The Grand Bazaar is closed. A lot of people stay home. So it took us literally 20 minutes from Ortakoy to get here. So 20 minutes, that was it, which is really good. Usually it takes us about an hour and a half, sometimes hour and 45 minutes on a regular day. So if you're going to do this, do it on a Sunday is my suggestion. So with that said, I already did my wudu, so let's go and pray and see the masjid from inside. Now this masjid has 6 minarets, and it's one of the only 2 masjids that have 6 minarets. This one and then the Blue Mosque. Those are the only 2 that have 6 minarets. Now it's very similar to all Ottoman mosque masjids. They have a fountain in the middle to do a wudu, wash your hands, feet, face. This is the main entrance, so this is the most crowded. Now if you're here as a tourist or you're not Muslim, like for example that person right here, as you can see that they have clothing available that you can put on to enter the mosque. If you have one, bring it. If not, they do have one here that you can put on. Wow. Now keep in mind now the lights are off. They do turn them on at nighttime during prayer. There you go. Our shoes are right there on the shoe rack. I mean, this got to be the biggest light chandelier thing I've seen. It's 3 large rings. And this is 3 stories. So you have the second story right here, and there's one right above it, and it goes all around. And you can go to the top, you can go all the way over there, you can see there's some folks over there. You can go all the way to the top, check out from the top, so which we'll do that here in just a second. Quick break, I'm gonna go do my prayer, then we'll go upstairs and do the video on top. Here comes the crew. Marwa, Maryam, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. I see though. Yeah. I see though. Okay, yalla. Okay, I'll go play. In Turkiye, especially in Istanbul, they encourage the kids to come play at the mosque, which I know is not very common in some of the Arab countries. Like we just came from Oman, they don't allow anybody below the age of 7 to even enter the main praying area. So that's the podium. The Friday prayer is done from. That's where the Imam leads the prayer for the group. If you're driving here, parking is free for the first 3 hours. After that is extremely cheap, so very doable. There is no charge to enter the mosque. So if somebody try to ask you for money, anything like that, just ignore it. It's free to enter the mosque. There's no charge for it. There's a cafeteria. We'll go down in a second. There's a cafeteria here. And also there's a huge Islamic museum at the lower level as well. I was here last year. I'll put up some videos on my phone I did. It's a really cool museum. It's very cheap once again. If you have the time to go to it, definitely highly recommend it. It's got some amazing art. So with that said, let's go up, get the views from the top, go down to a lower level, show you the cafeteria and the museum, and then make our way to the next mosque, masjid. Ready?
I love you.
You love you too, yeah, I love you too. What do you want?
Subscribe our channel, make our family bigger.
Subscribe our channel, make our family bigger. Is it working, Sito?
Yeah.
Is it working? Yes, it's working. There we go. All right, I'm out of breath from the other stairs. There's an elevator that you can take to get to the top of the top level of the inside of the mosque. All right, here we go, folks. Best view from the top of a mosque. The views here are something else. The AC is not on. They just have the windows open, and it feels like it's sauna. Wow, something else. You don't really realize how massive this is till you're up here. Once you exit the mosque, the masjid, you want to go to the right, look for the set of stairs or elevators. It's going to put you down to the cafeteria and then the museum. So here we go. That's where we're going, looking for that door. Now there's a gift shop available on this level of the mosque. So that right there, that tent, and there's some nice, amazing gifts that you can get for you and relatives and family and friends. Wallah. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Nice to meet you, Habibi.
I can say goodbye.
Thank you, Habibi. Nice to meet you. Let's get some simit. Come on. Simit 15 TL.
Yavrum simitler. Tane simitler.
Bir tane, bir tane.
Bir tane simit.
Evet. Take out my money. Take out my money. I'm broke. All right, so that's the set of elevators you're looking for. That's going to take you down to the cafe and then the museum. If you have time, definitely well worth it. You can do all of it in about an hour. You're going to see this right in front of the elevator. So look for this. This is the top of the museum. And look for the set of elevators right there. Ready to go to the next mosques? Let's go. You ready? You ready, alligator? 5 more to go. This is the only one on the Asia side. Everything else is on the Europe side. Okay, we are finally almost to our second mosque, Masjid Ortakoy. Now, if you're driving, parking here really sucks. It's very limited parking. There's no parking in the mosque. You forget that. You have to go to the side streets to find parking like this. Now you can see security here is very tight. This is like coming up on the anniversary of the coup that happened, I think 5 or 6 years ago. So security is very, very tight. Marwa's favorite, ice cream. Now, one of the things that you notice here, there's a lot more shops, a lot more ice cream, a lot more snacks you can get here. So I've seen about 20 shops. So this is hustle and bustle. I've never seen a hustle and bustle like this for Kumbir. I've never seen so many kumbir shops and so much hustle bustle for a kumbir. This is like the capital of kumbir. Kumbir with glasses. There you go. Salah's first time here. She was mad 5 minutes ago. Now she's happy. So the cafes and restaurants and pretty much all here. And here it is, Ortakoy Mosque. You got an amazing view of the Bosphorus. I have not been here in years. It's been a long time since I've been here because it's just so tough to get here when you have a car. Now with taxi, it's very easy to get here with taxi. That's the first bridge here. And that is a Uber taxi right here, the little boat right here you see. Now you have to have a Turkish number to make that work. So Camlica Mosque is across the street, is where we came from. So you can see it right here. Camlica Mosque is right here. That's where we came from. It was a 30-minute drive here. This is the very interesting mosque. You can see you get a lot of art outside of the mosque. Once again, they have a dressing room that you can put on clothes if you're wearing short clothes to enter the mosque.
شغوف إلى ربه أحب رضاه أحب لقاه.
Now this has got to be the shortest chandeliers I've seen at any mosque because you can just walk up to it and hit your head. But the views here are amazing, definitely nice views. So definitely not the biggest mosque. One of the smallest mosques we're going to see out of the 6 today from a capacity perspective. But amazing location, amazing atmosphere, definitely well worth coming here and checking it out. This mosque was built in 1856 out of the Ottoman Empire. So it has a lot of history here. Now when it comes to kumbir, it looks like 300 lira seems to be the standard price across the board, which is about $9. So the way I remember it is every 100 lira is $3 US. So kind of expensive for one kumbir, 9 freaking bucks. But that's the latest price in Turkiye, Istanbul. And this is actually the name of the masjid, the mosque here. That's actually the official name, but everybody else calls it Ortakoy Mosque. That's what it's known for. But this is the official name on Google Maps. So if you want to ride a ferry boat to get here, this is the station you want to get to. You want to get to Ortakoy. So it looks like you can come here from Beşiktaş and Eminönü. Beşiktaş and Eminönü will get you to Ortakoy right here. If you don't have a car, this is the best way to get here. And of course, this is the money shot right here that everybody comes here, take a picture, you get the view of the mosque, the masjid, and then the first bridge. Once again, plenty cafes, plenty shops, ice cream, pictures. Let's call the prayer. Beautiful call to prayer. You tired? Okay. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Alright guys, so we are finally making our way back, but I'll show you the kumbir place. So first, second, third. So third place, Ortakoy Kumbir. So that he's got the original name right here. So he invited us over to make sure that you guys see it. 300 local currency. İngilizce biliyor mu? Bir şey söyle. How are you?
How are you, my friend?
No, he's a really nice guy, very friendly. And then he's got the glasses. He's got the glasses on the butter. So that's how you remember him. So definitely come by and check it out.
أعرف عربي.
ما أعرف عربي. شوية تحكي عربي. Zaten Araplar bakmıyorlar ki. Yabancı Avrupalılar bakıyorlar. So this is the place right here. Come by and check it out, guys. Welcome to mosque number 3. This is Sultan Eyup Mosque. This is officially known as the most religious part of Istanbul. So if you're a Muslim and you're covered, wear a hijab, this would be the perfect place to come to and buy a lot of clothing. This is where you're gonna find the best clothing, halal clothing for you and the family. So here we go. Sida. Ay, ay, ay. Hadi gitti. Ne oldu? Wow. Mamsino? Wow, good. So once again, this is another perfect place to have ice cream, cafes, drink, get a little break. There's also cable car here. The lines are usually very long on a Sunday. I don't recommend it. So try to get here on weekdays. But it takes you top of a mountain. You have some amazing teas and coffee with amazing views of the Bosphorus. This place is definitely pretty busy. As you can see, not much security here. A lot of locals come here, not many tourists. So you're not gonna see high security. And here's the mosque, Sultaniye Mosque. And his graveyard is actually right next to the mosque. It's located over there. We'll show you here in a second. And one of the things that's very different than other mosques compared to here, you're gonna see a lot of graveyards. A lot of graveyards from the Ottoman time. So you can see a couple there, and there's literally a couple hundred here. So you can see many more back there. The ones that have the circle round on top, they were highly ranked individuals with the Ottoman Empire. This is one of the famous spots here for the front of the mosque with a fountain. And there's a whole pigeon family over there. You can buy some food, feed the pigeons. I want some tea. Let's get some tea. Merhaba. Bir demli çay alabilir miyim? Bir demli çay. So demli chai means heavy tea. A lot of Turkish people here drink very light tea. For us Iraqis, we drink very heavy tea. So. Cat is not scared. Like, I'm not getting out of my seat, fool. So in Islam, it's forbidden to throw food on the ground. So one of the things that is allowed is put it on a wall, on a high place, so cats and animals can eat it, and it counts as good deed. So you can see this entire wall, all above it is covered with bread and some meat. So this is something very normal in Turkey. So even if you see a bread that's on the ground, the typical practice is to pick it up, kiss it 3 times, put it in your forehead, and put it on the wall or a high place. So very common. Sarah, here comes a sad cat, eyeballing you. What do you want? That's the main door to go to the mosque. And then that's the main door right there to go to the resting place of Sultan Eyup, the tomb of Sultan Eyup. So the tomb is closed during prayer times, but this is where they're going. You can see a bunch of graveyards here from the Ottoman times. This is actually very empty. It's usually lying out the door. So this is the footprint of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Once again, the entry to the tomb, to the mosque here is free of charge. There's no charge for it. There's no parking in the mosque, at the masjid. There's parking all around. It's easy to get here. You can take a taxi, or you can just park right before you get to the mosque. There's multiple parking locations you can get to. So very easy. I got you guys. I got you guys.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هدى جمال الوجود
One of my favorite mosques, masjids for sure. Been here plenty of times. There's just something about this mosque here. It's very special.
بنور هدى وتطلب نفس له طاعة ويبلغ سعد إلى منتهى فؤاد
It's one of the few mosques that when you pray, you're actually looking at a graveyard right in front of you. Definitely brings a different set of emotions when you're standing in front of God, getting ready to pray. Definitely makes you think your priorities for sure. Now the masjid was built in 1458, just 5 years after the Ottoman Empire took over Constantinople, aka Istanbul, so it was built pretty quickly. And the reason they built the mosque here is because the graveyard, the tomb they found there, that you saw there was found here, which is the companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So instead of shipping it back to Mecca or Medina, they decided to build a mosque right next to the tomb. So that tomb has been here a lot longer than the masjid, the mosque itself. The companion is Abu Eyup al-Ansari. So he was a companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him. He was sent across the world to spread the message of Islam. Back then, that's how they did. They literally sent people by horses and camels to spread Islam.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هدى جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هدى وتطلب نفس
Tourist entrance on the other side.
ويبلغ سعد إلى منتهى فؤاد شغوف إلى ربه أحب رضاه أحب لقاه يظل يجيء إلى ربوة.
Welcome to the third mosque, Suleymaniye Mosque, located on the third hill of Istanbul. It was opened in 1557, and of course it was built and completed by Suleiman the Magnificent. His tomb is still here, his wife's tomb is still here, so we'll see that here in a second. But one of the cool things about this mosque masjid is the views you get of Istanbul, especially the Bosphorus. So let me just show it to you. It is very, very windy, so I hope you can hear me well in this microphone. That's the Galata tower right there, and right next to where the cruise ship is the Galata port. Of course, you see the first bridge. You see Camlica Mosque all the way on top of the hill is where we started from. And of course, you see Eminönü. Now, they got a lot of construction going on, but this mosque. So this is our second day. We did not finish all 6 mosques yesterday, but we've been starting late. We've been starting around 2 o'clock. So a tip for you is if you want to finish all of them in one day, you want to start early as possible. And you don't have to visit all 6. You can just visit the ones that you like. That's another option too. So don't be like us trying to visit all 6 in one day because traffic here is crazy. So parking here costs money. The parking here is very tough, and it's very tough to get here. It's a bunch of small streets, side streets, a bunch of really one-ways that cars use both ways to go through. So just be prepared for it if you're driving. If you're taking a cab, no worries. They'll probably drop you off right in the front. You're good to go.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هدى جمال الوجود بذكر.
Now you can see a lot of graveyards here from the Ottoman Empire. I believe the ones that have a turban on it, those are basically what they call them hafiz. They have the Quran memorized, I believe is what it means. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, please comment below. This is history of Suleiman Khan. He was born in Trabzon. I did not know that. So this is his wife, Harem, which I believe she was not Turkish. I believe she was Russian, if I remember correctly. is who he fell in love with and married. So the tomb, to go inside of the tombs, they're closed on Mondays. So don't come here on a Monday. The tombs are closed, so you cannot go in, which is why it makes sense doors were shut. So I did not know that. I've not seen anyone in the reviews. So here's a huge tip for you for Suleymaniye Mosque. Now, one of the things that you'll notice here is you got these, small spots of water. So this was built on purpose so the birds, cats, animals, whatever, they can have water while they walked around the town back then. So this was built on purpose by the Ottomans. So this is what it looks like. I'm standing outside of a window. No flash is allowed, but you can go in there and do video and pictures without flash. The biggest one, of course, is the Suleyman. The rest of them is sons. I mean, it's a lot of graveyards here. I did not. This is probably the most graveyards I've seen next to a mosque. This, close to each other. I know they have a lot by Eyup, but this seems to be a lot more, in my opinion. So Suleymaniye Mosque for you, 1557, it's magnificent Masjid Mosque. Definitely very peaceful place, very soothing place. It's been a long time since I've been here, very, very long time. But let's take a break. For me, I'm gonna go do pray. Here comes the mafia. This is one of the unique mosques that when you pray, you have the graveyards of the Ottoman Empire right in front of you. Gives you a different perspective. And you have a lot of stones that are here from the Ottoman time. This one has been here for a long time. They have done all they can to preserve it. This mosque is free of charge. There's no charge for this. So the only thing you have to pay for is the parking if you're driving. We are down to our last two mosque masjids. Kids, you guys excited? It's almost over. It's been a long journey. Seems like we've been on the road for a month just to get to these 6. No, it's not easy with 3 kids, for real. So,
excited to be school again.
so not easy with 3 kids, driving, traffic, all kinds of crazy drivers. But down to our last 2 mosques. So we're gonna go to Sultan, the Blue Mosque, and then wrap up with Hagia Sophia right behind me right here. So here we go. Allah, Allah. Now, if you've not been to Turkey before, this is your first time, especially if you're here on a weekend, all this green space is usually a picnic space. So that is very normal, very common in Turkey, especially in Istanbul. A lot of the green here, a lot of the tourist places will be filled with a lot of families, pretty much barbecuing, grilling, and a lot of them spend the night here. They'll literally bring their mattress, pillows, you name it, and they'll sleep here till the morning and then go home. I'm not kidding you. That is how they do things in Turkey. During the weekend, toward the evening, this place, all these seats here will be taken. And it's because it gets amazing view of the Hagia Sophia. With Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, of course, there's plenty cafes, plenty restaurants, plenty gifts you can buy. So plenty shops here. And of course, these 2 locations are the closest locations to Grand Bazaar. And then also Eminönü and then the Egyptian Bazaar. So these 2 mosques are the closest to it. So you can definitely make it there by foot. Now this place after 10:30, 11 pretty much shuts down. It's a ghost town. So if you want something nightlife, you can go to TAKSIM, you can go to Galata Port, and you can go to Galata Tower. Those are 3 spots that you can go to after 11 o'clock and still get something to eat, hang out, and see a tourist. Good. How much are pictures? 350. So 350 lira for pictures like this. There you go. Thank you. So 2 of the gates are closed, so we've really walked around two of the doors, so I think it's all the way in the end. So keep walking this hot weather. There's always some kind of construction going on at Sultanahmet Mosque. You can see here, always construction. Alright, sea gate is open.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة بنور هدى وتطلب نفس.
So this mosque started construction in 1609 and it opened for public in 1617. So it only took 8 years to build a mosque this big, mashallah. Current capacity is 10,000 and it's currently has a tomb of Ahmed I, many sultans, Murad, Osman, Suleiman. This masjid was completed 415 years ago, 415. And this is one of the few mosques and jamis that has 6 minarets. This one and then the Camlica Mosque are the only two that has 6 minarets. And there's no charge for this mosque. This is free of charge. Parking does cost money. There's plenty of parking around it if you drive up here. Or you can take the tramway. Tramway puts you right in front of the mosque. So currently the mosque, this is a Blue Mosque. Currently it's closed for visitors. This is during prayer. So if that happens, the hours are posted here where you can enter. In a lot of the mosque, you'll have entrance for visitors and entrance for Muslims.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو الحياة.
Let's go put our shoes and go pray and go explore this beautiful mosque, mashallah.
الوجود بذكر الإله وتصفو.
Trying to find the entrance to go to the praying area. It's very crowded. And we're here on a Monday. Imagine what it'll look like on a weekend. They do have literature that you can pick up if you're interested. Free literature over there if you'd like to learn more. And then welcome to the halal site. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the Muslim site where you can pray.
إلى ربه أحب رضاه أحب.
These are not as tall. You could have to like, I can jump and touch them. This one is nicknamed Blue Mosque, as you can guess, by the blue tiles and a lot of the blue colored windows. All right, time to pray. I'll be right back. Don't move. Be right back. But the thing that blows my mind is this thing was built 450 years ago with very minimum technology. And yet here we are, 450 years later, build a mosque in Camlica, and it only has the capacity of about 5 more. It has a capacity of, I think, 50,000, if I remember correctly. So you can imagine how this mosque felt, like how huge, how large it felt when it was built, 400 or 500 years ago. So kudos to the Ottoman Empire for building such a huge mosque with so much little technology.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله.
Now when it comes to Sultanahmet Sophia area, when it comes to ice cream, coffee, drinks, snacks, whatever, they are the most expensive in Istanbul, so just keep that in mind. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, drink and eat somewhere else before you get here. What are you doing?
It's our last
This
country.
is our last country? No, we have one more.
Me?
2 more. 3 more. 3 more.
What?
I'm going to Qatar. Okay. Now the tomb of Sultan Ahmed is located outside the mosque. It is closed today. Once again, don't do this on a Monday. Looks like a lot of the tombs are closed, but this is the tomb of Sultan Ahmed, and it's located outside of the mosque. So Sultan Ahmed Mosque is right behind it. There's a poster in the front that you cannot miss.
جمال الوجود بذكر الإله.
All right, we are down to our last stop, Hagia Sophia Mosque.
جمال الوجود.
The water fountain is on. Starting to get busy.
بنور هدى وتطلب نفس له.
You're starting to see the parks get busy. A lot of the green space is taken now, or getting ready to take in. So this is very, very normal. You can see the gardening here is done by the government. So they literally work on these flowers and the green space here, the grass. So it looks amazing for the locals and for the tourists. Of course, one side of the fountain is the Sultan Ahmed Blue Mosque, and then the other side is Hagia Sophia. So, bit history on Hagia Sophia Mosque, also known as Hagia Sophia Church, because at one point, this is the biggest church in the world. It was under the Byzantine Empire, before the Ottomans took over the city and then converted it into a mosque. The only thing they did is added the minarets to it. That's the only thing added. Everything else is the original church. We're gonna go in. You're gonna see pictures of Mother Mary, pictures of Jesus, peace be upon him. All that is still there. You know, thousands of years later, it's still there. It's just covered with a little white cloth. That's it. Nothing is touched. This was a very controversial topic a couple of years ago because it used to be just a museum, UNESCO heritage site. The government decided to make it a mosque now. You can still visit it as a museum, but you can pray in it. Where for almost 100 years, you could not pray there. So when the Ottoman Empire dissolved, this became a museum. This is the first museum, one of the first museums back then. So for 100 years, you could not pray there. So, but now, for the last couple of years, you can. I've prayed in there multiple times. It's an amazing, amazing feeling. So here we go. Now in Turkey, it's very common to see high security like military or tanks or armored vehicles like this. It's very normal, so nothing to be afraid of. So this is just a standard protocol here. Some God forbid happens, like the bombing of TAKSIM that happened a couple of years ago. They can jump right in. This is actually very laid back. I've seen it where every couple of yards they have a vehicle like this or a tank like that, military ready to jump in, especially during the month of Ramadan. So, all right, here we go. Let's go in. All right, we're past security. Now, this is the only mosque that has a very tight security, so just be prepared for it. But the minute you walk in, you're gonna see all kinds of columns, the other on your on the side, outside, and of course these have the Greek alphabets all over it. So these are from, of course, the Byzantine Empire when this was a church. A lot of the columns are still standing too. So like these right here. So that's the security right there where you come in. You see the courtyard was just a lot of ancient stones. And a lot of them are numbered too. So for example, this one is 289 right there, 504, 326. So there's plenty of it here. There's a lot of questions about the people have asked, is entering the mosque here free? The mosque part, the masjid part is free. If you want to go to the extra part, the museum part, the higher level, that costs money. So be prepared for it. Bathrooms here free charge. There's no charge for the bathrooms. So here we go. Wow, this is huge. Like, by the way, this is the oldest of any of the mosque masjids we have visited in this video. This is the oldest of all. Look at the size of these doors. Oh my goodness. So there you go. The first entrance you're gonna see picture of Jesus, peace be upon him, on the wall. So this is outside the mosque, not in the praying area. That is left that alone. You're gonna see a cross over there, cross over here, multiple crosses going across, a picture of Jesus, peace be upon him, and crosses all the way down. All right, let's take our shoes off and go in. Can I go in from here? Hagia Sophia, biggest church at one point in the entire world, and we are standing inside of it. Wow. So you can see now the white tarps are placed now because that's the praying direction toward Mecca. So the white cloths are on the wall to cover because you cannot pray to a picture in Islamic faith. So a picture of a human, should I say. Of course, you got the name of Allah and Muhammad on the wall. So with Hagia Sophia, please keep in mind the visiting hours does end about 7:30. So just keep that in mind. Now with this itinerary, you could do it both ways. You can start from Hagia Sophia, Sultan Ahmed, work your way backwards, finish at Camlica Mosque, or start early at Camlica Mosque, make your way here. Make sure you're here by at least 6 o'clock, 5:30. Now I'm all the way to the front. So this is the praying area. Now this is what it looks like when you're close. This is where the imam, aka the pastor of that leads the prayer. As you can see, a lot of history here. And praying right below, picture of Jesus, peace be upon him. What do you guys think? Fun day?
I'm good.
How many ice creams do you guys have?
I think you just have one.
One?
Yeah, one. And
You guys been having ice cream every day. You guys know that?
yeah, but
On May 29, 1453, Sultan Mehmet and his soldiers conquered Istanbul and fulfilled the prophecy of the Prophet, peace be upon him. When he conquered the city of Istanbul, I believe he was 19 years old, if I'm correct, 19 or 18. He was very, very young. So that's why he's known as the Conqueror. That's his nickname. And trust me, he grew the empire tremendously. All right, folks, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It took us 2 days to make this video, so if you liked it, please give us a like and share this video with folks that are traveling to Istanbul. With that said, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. Peace. I'll come with peace.
وتصفو الحياة